Well, hello there. This is Vichas the Chess Noob, learning and having fun with chess. Now today, I'm going to do a review of a chess online service, Chessiverse. And this is a service I've talked about a couple of times before. They make hundreds and hundreds of AI-powered chess bots that play like a human being. So they run on a neural network, trained to play in a particular style, and they try to play humanized moves. So moves at a lower rating where they try to play more like a human being rather than the usual weakened stockfish-based bots, which, as we all know, don't exactly play in a very human-like way. Now, I think this is an absolutely fantastic service. I think it's actually really worthwhile. I'm going to show you some of the features. I've previously demonstrated it working with some electronic chessboards, including the Chess Not Mover robot, but let's have a look at the full features of the service. Now, Chessiverse.com, that's where you will find it. And to really see, there's some sort of, when you sort of load up, it just says a little bit what it is, but you really need to log in before you get to see what it does. You can log in with a free account, though you don't get the full, full range of services, of course. Let's see what you get with a free, with the free tier. All right. There we go. So here is my account where I haven't really played any games, where it's free. Now, as you can see, it sort of invites you to get premium, but what do you get without premium? Well, firstly, of course, you use this site because you've got the AI bots. And here you've got a range of bots, not as many, but you also get some really cool features as well. The weekly challenge is potentially quite interesting, where you're given a position and then you play through a number of bots at different levels of strength. The daily challenge against a chosen random bot. Let's see what bots you get on the free tier. So this is where you have to sign up, but it doesn't cost anything. So you get a total of, let's have a look what bots you get to play. Okay, so you get to play some of the new bots, but some of the other aspects are limited. So in terms of exploring all the bots, everything here is locked, but you just get the opponents chosen for you. Here we go, that you can play against. And no, I suppose that's not too unexpected. You get some of the bots to get a taster of what it's like, but you don't get the full amount. Now, what does premium potentially look like? Well, you get more bots, you get the puzzles and challenges, you also get a range of videos. We're going to have a look at all that and some additional modes, speedrun and guess the ELO. And it costs $10 US per month. If you get it yearly, it's a little bit cheaper. We can get lifetime access, one-off, for $300. So I suppose if you use it for a year, it's a bit less than $1 a day. So I think the lifetime is probably where the true value is at. But if you wanted to give it a bit of a go, maybe do monthly or yearly, and you can do the initial 7-day free trial. Now, I'm going to now log out, and I'm going to log back in my paid account so you can see the full feature set. All right, so now signed in as my full paid account, and here let's see what we've got. So this is right after signing in. You get to choose potentially just some random bots the service suggests. You've got the Guess the ELO feature, the Speed Run Challenge, which I actually quite liked, which is what I actually used when my previous video where I connected Chessiverse to my Chestnut Move, the Chess Club Challenge, playing a series of characters, the weekly challenge, daily challenge, classic endgame, new master position, and they're the games I played before. Let's explore the bots. So this service is great for the bots. So a large range of bots. At the moment, there's 633 bots, all across different ELO ratings. So the lowest rating at 790, and I think at the top end it goes all the way to, let's have a look, somewhere, it keeps scrolling. Whoops, a little bit too far. Here we go. John Bartholomew IM is a bot of him, about 2,400. And at each sort of range of ELO, you've got quite a lot of different bots. So even for under 1,000, there's tons of bots. And so you really get to play bots with different styles. And more than that, you can do a filter by beginner bots, etc., but also bots that play particular openings, because here the bots are trained to have particular opening books. For instance, let's say I want to train against a bot that plays the Caracan with white. We close that, and you can see there's 178 bots that tend to play the Caracan. And let's reset that. Let's set a bot. Let's see whether we can have a bot that plays the Wayward Queen attack. There we go. Wayward. Wayward Queen. There we go. So they would play that with white. Yes. Okay. Robbie Fork plays a Wayward Queen. Now let's play. But we'll need to set them. Yeah, I need to be black for them to play the Wayward Queen. And here you notice you can change different time ratings against the bot, because the bots will play a realistic game. So they'll think, they'll play the actual clock, so it's just a little bit more realistic. It just allows you to potentially anthropomorphize the bot like they're a real human mind. Let's keep it to rapid. Let's do rapid 10+5. Okay, start game. So here I'm gonna expect they'll play a Wayward Queen. There we go, Wayward Queen. Now against the Wayward Queen, I like to play the kitty counter gambit. Let's see what happens. And the idea here, yes, there we go. That's very normal. We start chasing the queen. And look, we saw they were doing a bit of a wait. Now let's do that. Probably can just hit straight up. I think actually the knight there, actually I'm not entirely sure what is the best move. Let's attack the queen. Actually not sure what the best move is here. And again, notice the computer is waiting and they've just hung the queen. I suppose it's a very 800 thing to do. Let's see what else happens. Now, this should cause emotional damage, of course. Is white going to resign soon? I kind of expect that they should. What do we do here? Really, what do we do here? There's so many things we can do. I suppose let's attack the queen, the bishop. Basically simplifying here, trying to do some trades would be good. Again, Robbie is thinking, it's semi-realistic because, this is the sort of position you would expect a human player who has blundered to wait. Maybe I should have chosen a shorter time control.
A few moments later.
Okay, that's not a bad move. That's fine. Let's trade. What are they going to do? Nice and easy. Yeah, there we go. Resigned, emotional damage. And so you can see the bots do play in at least a semi-human way. They played a very typical beginner opening, Wayward Queen attack, freaked out when the queen was attacked against, and then opted to resign a few moves later. So I really actually quite like the bots because they do play fairly realistically. 633 bots at the moment. You can try to choose a bot based on a particular opening. I think this is really quite cool. I'm just going to set that back to default. Now, some of the other things, because they've got such a large body of different AI bots, is that they use them for some particular things. So courses, one of the things Chessiverse does, because John Bartholomew, International Master, is one of the co-founders of Chessiverse, they're selling some courses as well. You can choose to potentially buy that if you wanted to, but let's go to training. So in training, firstly, there's practice. So you can practice particular openings, middle games, end games, masters games. Here, so just with E4, 96 different sort of training positions, D4, other first moves. So, it's a useful thing to try. Here, middle games, learning things like the Greek gift. Oh, actually, let's have a look at the Greek gift. What does that look like? So blot to pay against, I don't know. Let's do Robbie again. Let's do Robbie. Okay. So this is a Greek gift, is it? There. Oh no, there. Oh yeah, and then, yep, there we go. So let's Greek gift it. And this would be mate, I would think. Yeah, so from particular positions. Cool. Robbie's having a think, is he? Okay, let me just think this one through. Did he survive that? There, has to go here. Ah, clever. What is Robbie gonna do? There we go. All right. So, yeah, that was made, wasn't it? Yeah. So you've got some training, the practice. So middle games, end games, and we've got puzzles, lots and lots and lots of puzzles. So beginner, so rated, each of these I think against a particular bot, must be lots of 10, total of 4,000 odd puzzles, novice, intermediate, skilled, advanced. Plenty of puzzles to play against. Again, might be quite good to play it against a chess robot like the Chestnut Move, or maybe on an online board, though online is good as well. And then there are the premium videos, and these are the videos made by International Master. There we go. Let's have a quick look at one.
Hello, Chessiverse Premium members. This is some content just for you. First of all, I wanted to say on behalf of the Chessiverse team, thank you so much for becoming a premium member and supporting our site. We've had an outpouring of kind words and feedback over the past couple of weeks, ever since I joined the team. Many of you are long-standing premium members, actually. All right, so you can see 41 minutes. So, here's a video on Scandinavian, Open Sicilian, Benko Gambit. Tons of really good high quality stuff.
to be honest, I think this is actually really good value for joining the Chessiverse site. Firstly, you get all the bots, you've got access to this really premium content. I think my channel's pretty good, but I am not a chess expert. I'm just a chess noob. Here, 60-minute video against the advanced French. Absolutely fantastic bit of material. And here, the challenges, different play modes that just mixes it up a bit when you're playing against a bot. So Chess Club Challenge, again, playing through, a range of the bots like you're in a club. It's, it's a good thing. Guess the ELO, it's pretty cool, where you play against a bot and you try to guess what ELO range the bot is, a hidden bot. A speed run, which I really like quite a lot. A weekly challenge from a particular position. Yep. The weekly challenge, yep, daily matchup, a daily end game, new masters game. In insights here, they talk a little bit about how you've performed against the bots on the site themselves. Now, about us, there we go. So now I've been in contact in particular with Bjorn, who's the CEO of Chessiverse. He tells me he's going to be making a Chessiverse bot based on some of my own games played on chess.com. It's not ready yet, but this is potentially the image they're going to use for the bot. Pretty cool. John Bartholomew, of course, is also one of the co-founders. And in fact, when you look at it, some ex-Chessable people who've been involved in making this site. It's quite interesting when they talk about some of the technology behind their bots. So it uses a neural network. So I assume it's going to be based something a little bit like Maya. So based on Leela Chess Zero and using a custom neural network. That's what I assume. But it's not just that. They also, I think, manipulate the output of Leela to create the individual personalities, so making unique opening books and then trying to adjust the behaviors for each of the bots and then trying to rank them so that each of the bots is at a particular strength, and so you're playing against bots at a particular strength. Here, they create a description of the personality profile in terms of how the bots actually potentially work. I think the one they describe here, Ethan Snide, a bot that plays a bit like an obnoxious kid. So that's pretty cool. At the bottom, they've got a little bit more in a blog article, and how they actually create the bots. Some really interesting reading here. You might see there's this button here that says Connect, and this is the add-on that I've got. This is Chess Connect, and this allows me to connect the Chessiverse on the browser to any electronic chessboard. So that includes the Chessnut boards, but also this board, which I'm reviewing at the moment, ChessUp. I'm going to be doing the full review of it probably in the next week or so. I've used it now for almost 4 weeks. Really quite like it. This works really well with Chessiverse as well. Now, what do you guys think about Chessiverse? Is it something you think might be worth a go? Look, what I would suggest is, sign yourself up, maybe potentially make use of the 7-day free trial for the premium features, see whether you like it. If you don't, of course, just cancel. I think it is really, really cool. If you do like it, you can make use of my coupon code. That's ChessNoob64, and you get a 20% discount on any of the premium tiers. That's all it is for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day.